Hey everyone, some drawing spawned in my feed, but I'll show you what it is at the end of this video. Every once in a while I stumble upon videos saying games aren't fun anymore, and then this sparks a conversation on whether or not you agree or disagree. Is it the gaming industry that's changed, or is it us? Whichever side you find yourself on, there is a bit of truth to both. I'll explore both of them before I give everyone the correct answer. I'm not trolling, it's very solid advice, and it's the only right way to go about this. First off, yes, the gaming industry has changed. Companies are exploring and figure out new ways to monetize their games and generate as much revenue as they can, from V-Bucks to shark cards, from paid loot crates to battle passes. I haven't played GTA Online in years because they were doing too much with that sci-fi tech. This is GTA, not Battle Los Angeles. They found ways to introduce inflation into their in-game economy. You have to buy more shark cards than ever before to get that stuff. Forget about it if you're playing for free. You better befriend a whale and ride their coattails because it's going to take a long time to grind enough in-game money to enjoy certain new features. I think it's predatory and it doesn't sit well with me to continue playing that game besides the futuristic content being introduced. Like GTA Online, games found a way to let you earn in-game items for free by playing the game. But as I said, you're going to be grinding your butt off to get it, whereas those with money can get those items instantly. If you're opening up some sort of loot crate like Apex packs, while it's not pay to win and completely optional, you could pay to get more tries at legendary skins or grind to earn another try at the RNG gods. What? I don't even play that character. I haven't played Overwatch 2, but I've heard the battle pass is a bit unfair. You're forced to grind the battle pass tiers just to unlock a new character, but other people with the money can unlock them right then and there. That's pushing pay to win territory because those who paid for the character can get familiarized with the character before everybody else. The gaming industry is pushing out half-baked games on release with bugs and broken mechanics. Now that games could be fixed with updates, this has become the norm with certain games. Expect day one bugs on release only to be ironed out later. That could be days, weeks, months, or even a year. That's not cool. As much as I love No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk 2077 today, their launches sucked. I was about to refund No Man's Sky, but I realized I played for more than 2 hours on Steam, so I was stuck with it. I'm glad I didn't refund it because each update made the game better and better. It's a great game now and can now be judged on whether or not you like the mechanics or not. Cyberpunk was a much worse disaster. The story and atmosphere is amazing and thought-provoking, but the bugs turning the environment into untextured plastic sheets took me out. I didn't record it for myself when it happened, but Jackie getting in the driver's seat next to me, staring ahead, not driving the car, had me in tears laughing, like he was just rethinking his whole life. And lots of serious moments were undercut by a bug in the background. I'm glad I waited a bit before trying again as the bugs were being fixed, because the story is amazing and had me ready to start the next mission. I don't want this to be the norm though. When I buy a game, I expect to be able to enjoy it as advertised as soon as the download is done. And yeah, there's another thing that is unique to games only. You can falsely advertise what's going to be in the game. From the top of my mind, no other industry does this. Movie trailers aren't egregious to me because I see it as a way to soak in the vibes the actual movie is going for. I also don't want to be spoiled on everything, so I'm okay with being misled a little with movie trailers. Because sometimes movie trailers show a bit too much. A game could advertise so many different features, but by the time you get it, a lot of them could be stripped away and that's okay, that's perfectly legal. Like dude, I asked for cherry flavor, not diet cherry. Secondly, maybe it's us who changed. As we get older, our circumstances change, and our experiences will cause certain hobbies to fade as we gain new ones. Perhaps people no longer find games fun anymore because they've outgrown them. Think back to when you were in middle and high school. As soon as you got off from school, you got on the game to play with your school friends, or even new ones you found online, despite your parents telling you to do your chores and your homework first. You had the time to forge those bonds, as those games acted as a vehicle for that. Those times were fun. The jokes you would tell, the goofy moments in the games, and the friendly rivalry. Toxic rivalry if you were playing fighting or sports games. Of course, you should touch grass, but that experience was very unique. I'm sure lots of people cherish those experiences and long for them to come back. But as you get older, you no longer have that kind of time anymore to sink into online games. You have more and more responsibilities, a job to go to, and a significant other to sink time into. Ask that last part if they're also into gaming like you. One by one, your old online gaming buddies stop appearing online. You drifted apart to play different games, or stopped playing altogether. You play new games hoping to go back to those days, but they aren't coming back. I think that explains videos such as this. These people are in the midst of that transition. Minecraft is an excellent example of a game that can provide a vehicle for fun social moments. Perhaps for those people, they treated their gaming experience as a way to amplify friendships. It's easy to see why games aren't fun anymore to these people. It's just not the same. And now onto the solutions, because I don't want to leave people feeling down. There's plenty of that on the internet. I can't do a one-size-fits-all solution because everyone is different and is in different circumstances. If you don't mind playing solo or joining up with people temporarily in a lobby, but find gaming to be boring, explore something you wouldn't normally play. Obviously, playing the same Battle Royale game over and over and over again is going to get dull. Take a break from that and maybe the urge to play would come back stronger than ever. I find myself playing indie games because they dare to be different, whereas AAA companies have to play things safe for their investors. I thoroughly enjoyed Enter the Gungeon and currently playing Hollow Knight for the first time. You don't have to play the 2D pixel games. There are plenty of other kinds of games out there, that's just my selection. Try to be informed with your purchases because some indie developers can't be trusted either. I'm looking at you the day before. Beware shoddy game devs like them. If you still like AAA games, or mainstream games, for all their faults, there are great games to choose from. Most of the problems I find are from online live service games being money hungry, but none of that has successfully touched single player games. It's very hard to pull that off without being scummy. Of course, out of all the problems I've mentioned, the only thing that can touch single player games are the day one bugs and false advertisements. So, let reviewers be your guide. Try picking up a new genre. Perhaps your experiences in life led you to maybe fall out of love with first-person shooters, for example, and now will find something else much more enjoyable. For those who treat gaming as a vehicle for fun social moments, I advise you to find gaming communities on apps like Discord. There are lots of people in the same boat, and who knows, you might find a new group of friends to play games with. Obviously, beware unofficial servers, because you might get femboy pilled. I still have those goofy moments similar to my time during middle and high school when I play with friends now. Don't go in expecting the same, it will be different, and different isn't necessarily bad. For those who are much older, you might find people who are like, yeah dude or do that, I can only play on the weekends. I've seen people of all age brackets on Discord, so maybe you get lucky and find the right people around your age. Thank you internet for being weird. If none of this appeals to you, then yeah, maybe you did outgrow games, and that's not a bad thing. There are plenty of other hobbies out there than playing games. Find something that resonates with you, and you won't be missing out on anything. Anyways, I gotta go. Be nice to one another, and take care of yourselves.